Work? Oh. Oh. Brilliant. There we go. Now we actually have sound. Fucking brilliant. Alright. Hopefully it should be working now. I don't know why it wasn't before. It should have been, but it just wasn't, apparently. Yeah, I had it all plugged in and decided, nah, let's just not use your voice. Which is fantastic. But it does appear like it's working now. Yeah. So I've just had yeah, just no sound the whole time. Brilliant. Cheers. Cheers, Audacity. Cheers. Oh, I'm actually so annoyed. Why does this happen? I've had it all set up. And it's all been working perfectly fine. I restart my computer, come into it. Let's get this perfect. And what happens? Audacity just not Audacity. OBS just decides. You know what? Let's just not use his microphone. But it should all be working now. Now I've reconnected it after having to disconnect it for no reason. But okay. So going back over what I've said, I'm disappointed not to see Axel Tuanzebe start. I think he was fantastic, brilliant against Paris Saint-Germain, and he comes into this game. I feel like he deserves to start. I thought he deserved to start against Chelsea, but somehow didn't because we decided to play Harry Maguire over him, which I don't. But well, Harry Maguire or Lindelof, either one. I thought Tuanzebe should have started today. I think he should have started against Chelsea. So I'm disappointed he's not playing. I thought it would have been a good opportunity to see a partnership between Maguire and Tuanzebe if that works, because we've seen Lindelof and Tuanzebe, and by the looks of it, it did work. I'm happy to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka starting. He is our best right back and should always be our number one right back. And at left back, I'm indifferent about. Sure, is Alex Tellez? I noticed I haven't got Alex Tellez on the bench. Does that mean Alex Tellez just isn't in the squad? No, Alex Tellez ain't on the bench at all. So, yeah, so Luke Shaw should start. Midfield, I'm happy with. I do think and question why Bruno Fernandes has been dropped for Fred. I think it would be nice to try and get our best midfielders on the pitch today. Although Bruno Fernandes does need to be rested, I think this game was a bit weird of a game to do it. Sure, you do it against. Well, you should have. Sure, you would have done it against Newcastle, or you do it against Besiktas or West Brom. But if it's this game, if we win the game, we'll be calling Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a genius for it. Yeah, apart from that, like I said, I think Donny van der Beek could have played where Fred is, and then obviously Bruno playing his best position. But Donny van der Beek is obviously a fantastic, fantastic midfielder, and he can more than capably do a job. For and then front line, Mason Greenwood. I think he can get the best out of him today. He's playing as an out and out striker alongside Anthony Martial, which where Greenwood is best, and I like to see him there more often. Um, Looking at the RB Leipzig team, we've got Pete Glaschke, a back three, like I said in my match preview, with Ibrahim Kanate, Der Upamecano, and Marcelo Haustenberg. Obviously, Upamecano will be the central centre back in that, with Kanate on the right, obviously, and Haustenberg on the left. Upamecano, obviously, reports coming out today that he is a Manchester United fan, would love to play for Manchester United. Obviously, he is a target for Man United if the rumours are to be believed. And today's a chance to see how good of a player he really is. Obviously, a lot of us won't watch too much Bundesliga football, but a lot of us know how good and the quality of Deo Upamecano and how good he could be and how perfect he could be alongside a Maguire or a Lindelof or maybe even an Axel Tuanzebe, depending on how well he develops and progresses this year. Midfield four in this 3-4-3. They've got Henriques. Then they've got Angelino at left wing back. They obviously scored twice in their last game against Besiktas. And then midfield two of Kevin Campbell and Christopher Nkunku. I think Nkunku is a good player. He's a nice box to box midfielder. You can pick a pass, you can hit him, and I feel like he's a fantastic player, and I think he's really, really underrated. I think his move from PSG to RB Leipzig wasn't reported on enough. I think it was a good signing, and it's just one of the many really smart signings RB Leipzig have made in their growth to become this fantastic team that they are. And then going in that front line, we've got RB Leipzig. We've got Emil Forsberg, Yusuf Poulsen, and Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo and Emil Forsberg can both play out wide, but are more conventionally midfielders. So we'll see them probably quite often drifting inside the fullbacks, meaning Paul Pogba, Fred, and the Nemanja Matic will have to be picking them up. Obviously, a 3-4-3 is very susceptible. Well, will be very good against the diamond because of the width the 3-4-3 allows the fullbacks / wing backs to really push forward, and this could really cause a problem for Manchester United if we are not careful. And the number 9 is obviously, like I say, Yusuf Poulsen. He's very tall, very good in the air, very combative, and is fantastic in the finish. And I think that team could really cause problems for Manchester United if we're not careful. Wicked Jungle is massive. Predictions on the score. I'm going for a 2-1 Manchester United win. I feel I think we can win this game if we play at a level which we're clearly capable of. They're just showing highlights of Upamecano, obviously a fantastic centre back, and a centre back I think majority of football fans in the world would like their club to sign. I think it's massive that if we win today, it's absolutely huge because it's going to be our first win at home for about 4 games. 2-0 Man United. I mean, I definitely take a 2-0 Manchester United win. I definitely will. But like I was saying, we haven't won at home for about 4 or 5 games. I believe it is now, which is a real concern. And we need to put right today. And I feel like if we do put that right today, not only does it get rid of that curse or whatever you want to call it, but it also allows and means that we're in pole position to take over this group and win it and progress ASAP. We've got Besiktas twice to come, and they're a team we can beat, and we should beat both home and away. And if we do that, well, that puts us on 12 points, and that should be qualification in the bag. So as long as we play our way win today, then we do what we have to do in Turkey, and then when we bring Besiktas back to Old Trafford, we should qualify. And obviously, the sooner we get that done, the better, because then we can start resting players like Marcus Rashford, Martial, Pogba, Bruno a bit more, because it's a risk today. If we lose today, we'll be all asking, why have we dropped Bruno Fernandes today? Why have we dropped Marcus Rashford today? But I'm looking forward to the game. I really am. I think Manchester United could, and I hope will, win this game. We played very well against Paris Saint-Germain, and let's hope for a better result, or even better performance today, and hopefully we can match the result. I've asked to win the Champions League dominate team. Arsenal win the Champions League, mate. You have to qualify for that, mate. You enjoy. Who do you have? Like, who do Arsenal actually have in the Europa League? Oh, Dundalk. That's who it is. Irish team Dundalk. You enjoy them, mate. You enjoy Dundalk while we'll play RB Leipzig. I know. I mean, you'll definitely win your game. But, I mean, I'd rather be playing RB Leipzig still. But, I mean, that begs the question. Do you actually think Arsenal are going to win the Europa League? Or do you think they can win the Europa League? Obviously, Real Madrid have got an awful start in the Champions League. Losing to Shakhtar Donetsk 3-2 in their first game. I think that was at the Bernabeu, was it not? Then, obviously, it's grabbed a 2-2 draw late in the game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And who do they have left? Is it Bayern Leverkusen? Maybe? No, it can't be Bayern Leverkusen. Who else do they have in their group? I feel like it's someone hard. Inter Milan they have. They have Inter Milan to play. So theoretically, they could lose it to Inter Milan, and that they could be in danger. They could drop. I'll have you know, we played Rapid Vienna in the last game. They're a prestigious team. Rapid Vienna. And yeah, you nearly lost to them, didn't you? Scoring like 2 in the last 10 minutes. Just some final scores coming in here. We have Krasnodar, who beat Chelsea. No, Krasnodar lost to Chelsea 4-0. We had Besiktas losing 2-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. Meaning PSG are now sit. Is it third or fourth? I don't actually know. But they sit joint on points with Manchester United now. But obviously they've played a game in hand. Wouldn't be mad if we lost to Inter. Inter Milan don't have Ibra, mate. That's AC Milan. I'm assuming that was a joke. And I'm assuming the God thing is because he calls himself a lion or whatever. I can't hate Ibra. He was a fantastic player for Man United. In Jose Mourinho's first year, obviously, damn, you didn't fall for it. Mate, I'm too good. Maybe if you put like, I don't know, if you had written Milan there, I might have had somewhat fallen for it. But just writing Inter was never going to get me. Never going to get me. you're gonna have to try better than that, my friend. Well, the only thing you can try and do now is like create a new account and change your name to like some sort of like meme name, like I don't know, Joe King or Wan King. Why have I? Well, I've given him ideas. I've given him ideas. But yeah, I mean, in all seriousness though, who are you saying will win the Europa League? AC Milan are in there, aren't they? So you could lose to AC Milan. I mean, Inter could drop. I highly doubt they will, but they could drop into Europa League. So could Real Madrid. Obviously, by sounds of it, either one of Inter Milan, Real Madrid, or Borussia Mönchengladbach will drop into the Europa League, and that is going to be difficult. And on the same hymn sheet, would you say? In the same idea, with the same idea, um, either Manchester United, PSG, or RB Leipzig are going to have to drop into the Europa League. Again, that's going to be difficult. I mean, unless Besiktas pulls something out their ass, one of them are going to be dropping to Europa League, and they're going to be good money for it. Wouldn't Milan's don't have faith in the art? Oh, you gotta have faith in Mikel and what he's doing. I mean, what's your opinions on Mikel Arteta? Do you like what he's doing? Do you think he's the right man for Arsenal or what? And who do you think is winning the Champions League this year? Let's actually try and revert the conversation a bit more back to um, the Champions League, the actual good competition, and obviously this game, Manchester United versus RB Leipzig. I've got some cheeky bets on. I've got Dynamo Kiev to win. I've got PSG who have won, and I've got Sevilla to win. That will just cheeky £8. That's nice and simple. And then I've got Dynamo Kiev to win again, Lazio to win, and Borussia Dortmund to win. So hopefully both of them will come through. And if they don't, you will see me crying from bust live on air. Honeymoon period is over. This is where it counts. Don't mind him. He's done pretty well so far. Yeah, I agree. I think Aubameyang's going for a bit of a rough patch in form-wise, but he'll pick it back up, won't he? He's just a fantastic goal scorer. Aubameyang, he's a fantastic player. And yeah, he's getting quite lot of criticism right now from an outsider looking in, and I think it's a bit unwarranted. He's clearly a fantastic player, isn't he? All right. So, who do you think is a better manager? Well, this is kind of the age old, well, not the age old question. That obviously, well, just the question on a lot of people's lips. Who's a better manager? Mikel Arteta, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, or Frank Lampard? And what order would you rank them? Man United are walking out onto the pitch. Lovely Old Trafford. We're in the home shirt today. Would it be nice to see the zebra kit again? I don't know why I hated it when I first saw the zebra kit, but I don't know. There's something about it. It's decent. It is decent. Minutes to go now to kick off. Mikel Arteta, number 2, Frank Lampard, and 3, Social. Now, I can't say I've ever heard of a Social, but out of all them players, I'd probably have to put him third. I if bit of in all seriousness, I would put Mikel Arteta first as well. I'd then probably put. I don't think Oli. I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Frank Lampard's got a lot between them. And you're going to call me biased here. I would prefer to have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer than Frank Lampard. But that's definitely just me being biased because I'm a Man United fan. He's my manager and he's a club legend. I mean, at the same time, would Chelsea fans really not want him? Mate, he's Scandinavian. He's got a fancy AE in his name or something. Mate, not my issue, is it? Stop crying. Stop crying. Oh, there's the ice cold killer, Anthony Martial. Let's get a goal from you today, please, Anthony. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Julian Nagelsmann there. I would more than happy take Julian Nagelsmann at Manchester United. Obviously, Julian Nagelsmann coming out in the press conference saying he's also a big fan of Manchester United. Watched him when he was younger. He's a fantastic manager. He's like one of the new age of managers alongside what's the Gladbach manager? Rosenberg, Nico Rosa or something like that. Oh, I can't think of his name. This is actually annoying me, so I'm gonna have to Google it. Yeah, Marco Rose or Rosa. Yeah, I think they're the up and coming managers, and I'd happily take either of them at Manchester United if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was unfortunate enough to get the sack. Am I Ollie out? No, I won't say I am. At the same time, I won't say I'm an Ollie inner. I'm pretty impartial to him. I don't think he's gonna be the manager that's gonna win us a Premier League title or something like that. But at the same time, no one is under this sort of regime. So why keep changing it from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to Pochettino, but then Pochettino not to get backed, and then bring in probably someone like Ryan Giggs, who would be like, oh, Mauricio Pochettino's been sacked. We need just a caretaker manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was meant to be. Ryan Giggs would come in because I'm sure that's who we'd get. And what would he do? He's not. He's a decent manager. He's done all right for Wales. I don't think he's been amazing for Wales. So again, nothing would really change if he came in. Anyway, kickoff is about to happen. Do they do the knee in European football? I cannot remember. I think they do. So yeah, it's definitely that back three. Yeah, they've done the knee. They've done the knee. Yeah, so it's definitely the back three today for RB Leipzig. And obviously we are away. So yeah, it's definitely the diamond. Pogba playing. Yeah, well, it's the formation I've got written down, and on my right. Yeah, it's right. It's Pogba in a midfield four with Van der Beek at number 10, Pogba and Fred just in front of Nemanja Matic, who's sitting and covering. Um, yeah, obviously it is the back three for RB Leipzig. Um, BT was showing it up as a 4, but it definitely is a 3. But all right, so Paul Pogba has it here on the touchline in his own half. RB Leipzig now have the ball about 30 yards out. Haustenberg goes across to Angelino. Poor ball inside. Nemanja Matic finds Fred, and Fred, poor pass, just finds Deo Upamecano. It's a great ball out here to Benjamin Henriques. Great football here from RB Leipzig, and Luke Shaw just lashes it out for a throw-in early on here for RB Leipzig. Manchester United haven't looked comfortable from the off here. Julian Nagelsmann, fantastic manager, as I say. He's the new wave of managers coming through, and I'm excited to see what he can do. And I hope at one point he can grace the Hello Turfs at Old Trafford. Right, Pogba intercepts. Alright, go on. Go on, Anthony Martial. Martial looks for Greenwood as poor pass though. Peter Golaski goes out to Angelino. He goes back to Haustenberg. Go on, Greenwood. It's a poor ball really from Haustenberg, but Benjamin Henriques just about keeps it in play and gives it to who is it? Is it Kanate playing at left back? I think it was. I think it's Kanate, not Mukiele. I mean, it's the French centre back partnership, isn't it? All right, Haustenberg, he picks the ball up in midfield. Poor really from him, but Kevin Campbell just regains the ball and will look to give it in to Nkunku. And yeah, here RB Leipzig just trying to play a bit of keep ball. They don't want to sloppily give away the ball and give Manchester United possession. Martial wins it high up, but it does go out for a throw in here. If you are watching, please do hit that like button below. It is greatly appreciated and means a lot. All right, here's Harry Maguire picking up. He goes back into David De Gea. Will then open his body up and swing it out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, he'll give it back to Lindelof, who goes into David De Gea. De Gea will then clear it out to Luke Shaw. Good ball out. Quite poor from Shaw here. He needs to give the ball to Maguire, and he does. Maguire does well. And finds Pogba, who finds Matic, who goes back into Paul Pogba. Finds Anthony Martial. Martial finds Matic. Looks for the ball back to Martial. And it's intercepted and back to Peter Golaski it goes. Alright, Mason Greenwood here pressing, and he'll just give it into, is that Yusuf Poulsen? But it's intercepted. Alright, good passing here. Pogba. He'll go out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Fred goes back into Victor Lindelof. Foul, Nemanja Matic. No, foul on Pogba. But good early free kick, but he's going to be brought back for a free kick. Right. Luke Shaw to take the free kick here. Come on, Luke. Luke Shaw puts the ball in. It's not a great ball. Maguire heads it back across. Fred at the back post. Good shot. Good save by Peter Golaski. And it will be a corner ball to Manchester United. Captain of tonight is Peter Golaski for RB Leipzig. One, I don't think it was a great ball, but it might have been exactly what we were trying to do. And Fred, did it get a deflection or what happened there? No, it's just a good save by Peter Golaski. Shaw puts it in. Gone. Go on, Luke. Well blocked. Anthony Martial. Maguire. Back to Maguire here, out here on the left-hand side. It's tackled by RB Leipzig. And Manchester United, and specifically Luke Shaw, yeah. Honestly, right, this is Luke Shaw's shot originally. Slams off of the head of Josef Poulsen. And from the angle I had, it looked like it was going top corner. But here, RB Leipzig are on the break here. Angelino chasing down this right-hand side, or our right-hand side. But Wan-Bissaka intercepts the cross, and Yusuf Poulsen can't control it well enough, and it goes out for a goal kick to Manchester United. Lively start here. Wan-Bissaka goes into Fred. He goes back into Lindelof. Lindelof sprays it out to Harry Maguire. He finds Luke Shaw. Good pass in here. Pogba sprays it out to absolutely no one. Here Pete Golaski and RB Leipzig will just look to play it out the back here, and they do. They find Emil Forsberg, who finds Nkunku. Mason Greenwood chasing back here. Kevin Campbell now picking up in midfield, looking for some time, but Donny van der Beek is pressing quite well. Halstenberg will give it in to Dale Upamecano. And here is Benjamin Henriques. Mason Greenwood. He goes down, but nothing's given. I think Maguire versus Poulsen tonight will be very, very interesting to see who will come out on top in that battle, that duel. Both obviously very good in the air. Maguire showing it more this season. Obviously got that fantastic header against Newcastle. Nearly scored one against Brighton, obviously, which ended up getting cleared off the line. But eventually got given a penalty. But here's Anthony Martial now down this right-hand side. Martial puts it across. Mason Greenwood missed it. And the RB Leipzig defender, I think it was Kanate, intercepted it before it fell to Paul Pogba at the back post. Here it is again. Upamecano with a poor pass. Fred fed in Anthony Martial. He put it across, and it's quite poor from Martial. Not the greatest of ball, but should Greenwood have done better, really? Not really. Yeah, quite a poor ball from Anthony Martial there. But it's good play from Manchester United. It was a poor ball in from Martial, but it was good running from him, man. Good playing. I think that was kind of the issue last time against PSG. We did so well, and then it was that last bit of quality we needed sometimes let us down. I remember Marcus Rashford misplaced a few balls. I remember one specifically when he was running through and tried to play in Martial, and it took him really wide. Here is Henriques on the ball. Luke Shaw tackles well. And Shaw clears down the line. I mean that. Yeah, I mean Manchester United. I mean, 10 minutes in here, you can't say much about it. But I think like I feel like RB Leipzig probably the better side here. Wan-Bissaka clears a shot, and RB Leipzig keep it alive here. Wan-Bissaka heads it out, but Angelina can just keep it in play and keep it on the attack here at RB Leipzig. But like I was saying, oh, poor pass and Mason Green wins brilliant from feet from Donny van der Beek to skip past the challenge, and we keep the ball. Here's Luke Shaw with it now. But like I was trying to say, we've had the best chances today. Obviously, we had the Luke Shaw, not Luke Shaw chance. Sorry, the Fred shot, which Peter Gulaski smartly saved. Then we had the run from Anti Martial, which ended up with a poor cross. But we've had the best chances. But we haven't been the best team. But here is Luke Shaw. He finds Paul Pogba. Pogba finds Martial, goes back to Pogba. Brilliant 1-2 football from Manchester United here. Here is Nemanja Matic. Matic finds Paul Pogba, who goes down just outside the box. The referee says no free kick. And RB Leipzig will now look to break. Lindelof fouls Forsberg, and it will be a free kick to RB Leipzig. Haustenberg. I mean, I have to say, I don't think Haustenberg has looked that confident up against Mason Greenwood so far. Fred, again, I think he's played well so far today. He's getting stuck in. He seems to be everywhere, and I don't understand what this obsession is with why Mason Greenwood, not Mason Green, why Scott McTominay was constantly picked over Fred. Nice to know. Big up flat one. Big up flat 21 and 22. You guys know how to spend a Wednesday night. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. I think Barcelona have just scored in their game against Juventus. Well, I don't know if Leon are in the competition anymore. It's just some Dembele has scored. I'll have a look. Have a look at the scores on the doors. Sure, just pick it down the line. And it's a free kick to Manchester United here. Sevilla are 0-0. So are Borussia Dortmund. Lazio are winning 1-0. Thanks to a Joaquin Correa goal. Barcelona are beating Juventus 1-0. And it was an Ousmane Dembele goal. Assisted by who else but Lionel Messi. Right, here is Nemanja Matic. Yeah, 21 is better than 22. Big up 21 gang. Fred just clears. Pogba keeps the ball well. Pogba has done really well there, but he's still got the ball. He still needs to get it clear. And Paul Pogba has done absolutely world class there. To keep that away from RB Leipzig player, to keep the ball, and to finally find the safe pass. And he's done well again there, Paul Pogba. I think he's had a very good start to this game. And here's Luke Shaw. He'll go into Nemanja Matic. That's Maguire, sorry. He finds Paul Pogba. And Maguire will just pick it back up after Pogba was tackled. Shaw just dashes down the line. Here's Mason Greenwood running. And what is it? It's a foul to RB Leipzig. Haustenberg goes down under the challenge of Mason Greenwood. And that's what I mean. Haustenberg has not looked happy and content with that battle against Mason Greenwood so far. Ball possession here. Man United heavily without possession. Really well. RB Leipzig heavily dominating the possession, 57 to 43. All right, here is Harry Maguire. He'll go across to Lindelof, who goes into Fred. Fred, lovely ball into Anthony Martial, who does well. He finds Mason Greenwood. Greenwood looks for the ball to Paul Pogba, who keeps it in well. Who finds Luke Shaw on the overlap, who looks for Donny van der Beek, but it's a poor pass. And Man United will now have to be careful on the with the counter, but Fred intercepts brilliantly. But it's quite a poor pass looking from Donny van der Beek. And RB Leipzig will now break on Manchester United once again. Down our left-hand side, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka cuts out the cross ball. And will win a free kick. Good, well played there from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He looked a bit in danger, but he's managed to quickly sort his feet out and pick a pass and win the free kick. I mean, I feel like we can step our game up. So I feel like there's a couple more levels for us to go up. But at the same time, I can't say I'm too displeased. We haven't conceded yet. We haven't conceded really any chances, and that is something we've really been poor with this season, conceding chances. And David De Gea's had a fantastic start to the season, and he's kept innocent in a lot of games. Really, I mean, we could have conceded another goal to Newcastle. We went for David De Gea's brilliance. Would have lost to PSG probably without David De Gea. And yeah, I think we've started well. Not amazingly, we need to step it up if we are to win this game. All right, here's Fred. He goes into Lindelof, Maguire, Pogba, to Shaw, Nemanja Matic. Matic, really poor ball from Nemanja Matic there. But again, I think Fred's proven it again his importance to this Manchester United team. Yeah, I think he's been very good. He looked lively and he's done what he always does. He wins the ball well, really, really well. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already and you are new to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated and does mean a lot. It will be a free kick here to RB Leipzig. Alright, Kevin Campbell just gives it into Dale from Kano, who switches it out to Angelino just inside the Manchester United half here, but he goes back to Haustenberg. And back to Angelino. Nkunku gives it back to Haustenberg, but it's a really poor ball from Nkunku. Really unlike him. And Manchester United here have a free kick high up. Martial 2v1 and wins a free kick. And it is a free kick to Manchester United just inside the RB Leipzig half. Fred plays a long free kick, but referee calls it back because the ball was rolling, I believe. Fred quickly into Maguire now. Into Paul Pogba. Pogba into Anthony Martial. Martial into Luke Shaw. And Martial goes down under the challenge of, I believe it was Kevin Campbell, but nothing's given. Here is Donny van der Beek. He finds Nemanja Matic. He goes in to Victor Lindelof. Fred. Back to Lindelof. I feel like it happens quite a lot. Martial will just get fouled and referees just don't give it. I don't know why. Because it was a foul on Anthony Martial. But here is Paul Pogba surging forward here. He finds Mason Greenwood is in. Come on! Mason Greenwood makes it 1-0 Manchester United. Come on! And that's what I mean about Mason Greenwood playing up top today. Absolutely brilliant. Paul Pogba picks up the ball after a fantastic Fred tackle, which Fred has been brilliant at all game. Fred there, brilliant in the tackle. Paul Pogba picks the ball up and drives. What we see from it, and it could be offside. I think he may just be offside, actually. But it's brilliant from Paul Pogba. Great surgeon play. Plays the ball to Mason Greenwood. And he tucks it home. And that's what I mean about Paul Pogba. Mason Greenwood's two-footedness. He could have turned in and shot. Or he could have taken it on his right foot like he did. The goal is getting checked here. Come on. I think it might just be offside, to be perfectly honest. It's going to be close. That's all I can say. Stay tuned for this one. Play has continued. It is 1-0 Manchester United. And it does stand. And I mean, it was a close one. It was the case that, obviously, with how the camera is angled, it did look offside. But that was due to a perspective. It's probably a lot less close than it originally appeared. But that does make it 1-0 to the boys, the Manchester United boys. And it's a fantastic start now. All of a sudden, that has become a fantastic start, considering we have now taken the lead. And that's what we needed to do today. We needed to take the lead and we need to win the game. And Mason Greenwood has done that for us so far. Fred does brilliantly here, but tries to skill for three players. And Kunku takes down Fred. It will be a Manchester United free kick in his own half. Easy. Greenwood is the next Pele, mate. Pele wish he was Mason Greenwood. Even if he does do nos. The balloon situation. Mate, if Mason Greenwood continues to score in Champions League goals, he can do all the nos he wants, mate. Alright, here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Poor ball inside. And yes, Tyler, come on. Yusuf Poulsen, he finds Emil Forsberg. Henriques, David De Gea pushes it over. Good save from David De Gea. Sorry, it was Nkunku. But it was a good save, David De Gea, to turn it over the bar. Yeah, it was a good save for David De Gea. I mean, a save you'd expect him to make, but he made it and he made it well. If you are watching, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does mean a lot and it is greatly appreciated. And RB Leipzig are about to take this corner. Ball comes into the box. Oh, Nemanja Matic just brilliantly to take the ball off of the foot of Haustenberg. He was about to score, and Nemanja Matic is now surging forward. Come on, the ref. That's a foul from Haustenberg again. Haustenberg looked all over the shop today. And here is Harry Maguire. He goes into Luke Shaw. Shaw into, I think that was Greenwood. He goes back to Shaw, who goes to Maguire. He then finds Victor Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Right, just easy ball into Fred. Angelino wins high up, though. Here's Emil Forsberg. Fred does well to see off Forsberg for a second, and it's a poor ball from Angelino. Matic half clears, and Kevin Campbell's shot is blocked. And RB Leipzig will now just try and replay this ball. Here's Angelino. Goes back to Haustenberg. Into Cloud Mukiele. Not Mukiele. Upamecano. I always get the three centre-backs mixed up. Poulsen. Good 1-2, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka intercepts Greenwood. Poor flick inside, and RB Leipzig just can regain the possession so easily. And obviously, we're starting to see a bit of the problem with the diamond formation, and that is RB Leipzig's width will cause Manchester United problems, and that was always going to be the case when you play a diamond. Please do get involved in the live chat if you are here, and please do hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I think Manchester United looked really, really good today. Really, I think Paul Pogba's looked fantastic in this diamond. He's getting the ball in good positions, and he's playing with confidence, and he's playing like he has a point to prove. He has been fouled there, but how has the ref not given that? All right, scores on the board in other games. Lazio are winning, Dynamo Kiev are winning, and Sevilla are still 0-0. Whew. And so Dortmund 0-0. All right, Maguire kicks it out, and Angelino gets back up. Poor from Maguire there. I don't think. I mean, it's not. It's very unsporting, but you don't. I don't think you kick the ball out there. I mean, like it's same with that when Leeds scored that own goal when after they scored v Villa, mate. Unless the referee stops the ball, you play the advantage. If Angelino wants to go down and stay down, let him. It's not your problem, Harry. Get up, playing the ball. Try and get something down that right hand side while he's down. Then he'll quickly get up. Here's Donny van der Beek, picks it up well. Greenwood, very good play there from Mason Greenwood, who finds Lindelof, who goes across to Harry Maguire, who then goes into Luke Shaw, who then goes back into Harry Maguire, and then finds Lindelof. Here is Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood does well. Brilliant from Mason Greenwood, finds Fred. Fred finds Greenwood again. Mason Greenwood. Poor ball, really. Mason Greenwood looking for Anthony Martial. Martial giving chase now. Peter Galassi goes out. Haustenberg, who then just knocks it down the line. But it was a foul from Victor Lindelof, and it's a free kick to RB Leipzig just over the halfway line in the RB Leipzig half. So, Charlie, your prediction for 2-1, no 2-0, sorry, is currently on. And I mean, I'm happy if the score stays like this. I'm more than happy with this. I think we need to show a bit of superiority in the second half and try and really claim the ball and try and keep it a bit more than we have in this first half. I don't think we've done it nearly enough. RB Leipzig have kind of played their game, but we've just been defensively very strong and kept it. Kept them out, sorry. Paul Pogba battles well there. That's not a foul. Paul Pogba is deemed to have fouled Who's down? Um, Danny Olmo. See, that's not a foul. It's really poor from the referee. And, well, specifically the linesman. The right linesman's absolutely awful there. I'm a proper profess better. What can I say? Well, I mean, mate, I clearly need some of your tips, mate. I mean, yesterday I had a little acca going. Watford cost me. Absolutely cost me. That Glenn Murray in the last minute misses an absolute sitter. But here is a free kick. Nkunku puts the ball into the back post. Well defended, and Emil Forsberg with an absolutely woeful volley. And it's over and out for a goal kick to Manchester United. Well, I don't know who won. Was it the Man United who won that or Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Either way, it's good defending. Oh, guys, if you actually want to waste your 15 quid, you can check out the box office, the BT box office, and get some classic Premier League games. Um, some classic Premier League games like West Brom, because everyone wants to go watch that West Brom game. Oh, Angelino there. He nearly scored, but it was a good block from Wan-Bissaka. Who was it? Nkunku? No, Henrique put the ball in. Wan-Bissaka went to clear it with his head, but missed the ball. And Angelino volleyed it, but Wan-Bissaka just about recovered and blocked the cross. Well, blocked the shot. Wan-Bissaka here slides in very well against Deo Upamecano and wins a corner. Oh, sees that for a corner, or is it a goal kick? Ollie there just. Oh, I have the only, one of my main criticisms of Ollie, and it's not really a criticism. I would just like to see him out of his chair more often. Like, I don't know. I just like a manager that's not always just sat down. Like, you always see like Pep Guardiola up on his feet shouting. You see the same with Mikel Arteta, Zidane, uh, so on. And when I see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, majority of the time he just sat there on the floor, not on the floor, on his chair, on the bench in the dugout. And I don't know, just I prefer to see him out on his feet shouting. Same with Jurgen Klopp, Nemanja Matic. Wait, what? Nemanja Matic has been booked. What? Nemanja Matic with the ball, surging forward, puts his hand out to stop Forsberg running into him and gets booked. Referees are absolutely abysmal. That's never a booking. You see that every single time someone's running up behind someone. They'll try and like guard when they've got the ball. They'll guard them off. Look, Hausenberg's doing it now. Awful from the referee. Fred flicks it on, but it was already off the pitch. It will be a RB Leipzig throw. There's Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford both sat on the bench. Upamecano. Is that Olmo? No, Halstenberg, sorry. Here is Henriques. Here, 6 shots. No, is that 4? No idea. Yeah, 4 shots on target. No, 4 shots from Man United, 2 on target, compared to 5 and 1 for RB Leipzig. I tell you what, Manchester United are. We're the jack of all trades when it comes to formation, but we're master of none, obviously. Like, what is this? What, our 3rd formation this year? Well, in successive games, actually, we've had the 5-3-2 against Paris Saint-Germain. Then we played the 4-2-3-1 against Chelsea, and now we've gone to the 4-1-2-1-2, or just the diamond. In this game. And I think we played quite all of them quite well, but I don't think we've mastered any of them quite yet. And I'm looking at this game and this performance so far. I'm thinking, Fred is that. I mean, I thought Fred was very important to this team anyway, but he's been absolutely vital for this team to work today. Here he is again, picking up ref. The ball, Wan-Bissaka stopped the ball dead, and the ball hasn't gone. Awful again from the referee and the linesman or the officials. Here's Danny Olmo, strikes, well blocked. Donny van der Beek now picks it up, finds Nemanja Matic. A really poor ball from Nemanja Matic. And Upamecano wins it. And here he is now again with the ball, Upamecano. He goes into Halstenberg. And he goes back to Peter Galaski. Upamecano now just bringing the ball out from the back and goes into Kanate. Fulberg's done well there and finds Upamecano, who will look to bring it out. Here is Yusuf Poulsen. Good turn. Finds Angelino. Finds Forsberg back into Halstenberg. And I think the same thing that you find with Azpilicueta applies to Halstenberg. The fact he was a fullback and has been converted into a left centre back in this team, or obviously with the case with what's his name, Azpilicueta. He was a right back that went into the right centre back, and same with Shaw when he plays left centre back. Is that when they do get forward, they've got the attributes of a wing back, and they can deliver across, which makes them dangerous. And on a 2v1, it becomes even more dangerous. Which is lucky why we've got Fred and Wan-Bissaka down this right hand side. AKA RB Leipzig's left. So Fred will use his mobility and his athleticism and whatever else the words are, and get across, and obviously make the block, make the tackle. At least help Wan-Bissaka on that cover. All right, Luke Shaw here with the free throw-in. Martial takes it down well. Poor pass. Well blocked from Fred again. Fred has been absolutely brilliant today. I mean, I had Fred dropping out of this team in my match preview, but each game we play shows me how vital Fred is to this Manchester United team. And he's so underrated by other teams, fans and whatever. Troy Deeney, I mean, he was talking absolute crap about him, saying he ain't got a good first touch. He's not great at passing. I mean, he's not got the passing of a Paul Pogba, of a Bruno Fernandes, of a Donny van der Beek, who can ping it 60 yards necessarily and hit the target 99 times out of 100. But his feet are amazing. He beats. He can. I think he beats the press quite well, and he covers so much space and yards on the pitch. I think he's just very, very, very good. And he's vital to this Manchester United team. Here he is again. Here, Fred. See that's a poor pass then from Fred, which kind of goes against what I've just said. Curse the fucking commentator, innit? Curse of the commentator. But I mean, I don't think Donny van der Beek's played too well today. I think he'll be disappointed so far, Donny. Is that not a foul, Anthony Martial? Oh no, it is. We've actually been given it for once. Go on, come on, Tony. How many games has he left? I think he misses Is that was it? What games does Martial have left out? So he played Spurs, which he got sent off. Then we had Newcastle. And then he had Chelsea. And then, yeah, so he will miss next Premier League game. I can't think who that's against. I'll check at half time. But Martial back in the Premier League starting 11 would be huge. Will be huge for us. Long ball out here. Shaw wins it. I'm looking for Anthony Martial, but he can't win it. But he has won a free kick really well there from Anthony Martial. And Kunku is the player of the thousand. Not Anthony Martial. He hasn't scored yet, but he's been brilliant on the ball, winning free kicks. And Martial gets some unnecessary criticism. I mean, Firmino gets all this hype about how he's an offensive forward or whatever, and does so much work off the ball. Anthony Martial does so much work off the ball as well, and he never gets any plaudits for it. But he still does the job and put the ball in the net. Unfortunately, he hasn't done it so far this season. And it's a free kick to RB Leipzig here. It was a foul. I think it was Harry Maguire. But yeah, I think we've been very good. I think we can take very, very, very good positives from this game. Angelino. 1v1. Wan-Bissaka wins the tackle brilliantly. And Fred here now. And Forsberg keeps the ball and finds Upamecano. Great ball out to Emerick's. Harry Maguire with an easy block. But it's at the same time, it's a poor block. I mean, that ball, it's a really poor ball. And Harry Maguire can easily block it. But the block sees it out to go for a corner rather than out long just to the halfway line or out for a throw-in. So now, RB Leipzig do have a chance. And if we do concede it will be thanks to a poor Harry Maguire clearance. And it will be Nkunku to take it, a very good player from the corner. Oh, it's a really poor ball in. Although it does find Angelino at the back post who puts the ball in. It's a really, really poor crossing. Again from Angelino. I think I have to take the back about Angelino. I don't think it was actually a poor cross. I think it was just a set-piece routine. Yeah, it must have been a set-piece routine. And it's an absolutely abysmal ball back in from Angelino. Right, so about 10 seconds left of normal time. Maguire. Pogba. Just outstretched, but can't bring the ball down. Just a bit overplayed there from Maguire. Yeah, it's a minute of added time. And if things stay as they are, we will be going into half time. 1-0, which is very, very good. And we'll cap off a good first half, and we'll just have to keep it that way. Donny van der Beek won the ball well here, and here's Fred. Fred out to Greenwood. Mason Greenwood back into Fred. Fred finding himself in a good position, and he goes out to Luke Shaw here on this left-hand side. Left-hand side, Paul Pogba now. Martial back into Luke Shaw. And it's well blocked from RB Leipzig, and I believe it was Benjamin Henriques. And that will be half-time. And it is at half-time. Manchester United 1, RB Leipzig 0. And it's been a very good and successful first half from Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Obviously, we are playing this diamond formation we've never really played before. We've played it at spells. I remember we played against Everton last year, and Bruno scored from range. I believe that was it 1-0, and I think it's working. Fred's been absolutely fantastic today. He's been phenomenal in midfield, keeping it ticking, winning the ball so often, and every time he does get the ball, he knows his limitations, Fred, I think, and he doesn't always try the hard ball, the difficult ball. He knows when to just give it easy, and he's done that quite a lot today, which I'm very, very impressed with. And yeah, it's been a very, very good performance. Only criticism I can have is that maybe Donny van der Beek hasn't got into the game as much as I would have liked to see him, but that will improve in the second half, hopefully. And we have got players like Bruno Fernandes on the bench who can come on. Juan Mata could potentially come on. Rashford, Cavani, both could come on for Greenwood or Martial, although I don't think they should come on. I do think if one is to come on, it should be Cavani for Mason Greenwood. Plainly because I don't want to see Rashford come on today. I don't want Martial to come off today because theoretically Rashford will play. Well, he will play in the Premier League on the weekend. So why would we play him when we don't really need to? Cavani, just get him a few minutes. Martial obviously can't play on the weekend, so why would you take Martial off when you can take Greenwood off, who could play on the weekend? And I'll be curious to see if we do play a diamond again, because I feel like we could play a diamond again. I think it's gone really well, but I think today it's just showed how important. If we are to play a diamond, Fred has to start, which means I have to take the L on what I said in the preview, where I would have started Donny van der Beek and Bruno Fernandes in that diamond with Nemanja Matic. As good as Fred has been today, I don't think he works as a sole DM. I think he has to be in a 2, or like he is today, in a 2 with Paul Pogba, and obviously have Nemanja Matic sit behind him. Anyway, I will be RB. I just need to go get a drink. I am back. And what do we make of that first half then? I think it's very, very successful first half, to be honest. Yeah, sorry that took a bit longer than normal. No, it should have. One of my flatmates decided they were going to leave a hob on. So I had to get to the bottom of who that idiot was. Right, find out the scores on the doors around the grounds. So it's half time in all the games. Sevilla are still level to Rennes in their game. So are Dortmund. Club Brugge have equalised against Lazio in the 42nd minute from the penalty spot. Barcelona are still beating Juventus 1-0. And Dynamo Kiev have extended their lead to 2 in their game against... I don't even want to try and pronounce that. Right, so my bets are they're okay. They're not great. Need a couple goals. You need 3 goals. We need a Lazio goal. We need a Dortmund goal to win one of my bets, and then we need a Sevilla goal to win another one. Don't judge me how I'm holding this glass. I feel wrong doing it. I feel wrong doing it. So what do we think of that first half of football then? Get it involved in the live chat of what you guys think. I think it's pretty successful. I think I would like to see Bruno Fernandes in the second half come on, and we'll see what he can do. I think Donny van der Beek has been a bit underwhelming today, and it would be nice to see what Bruno Fernandes can do in this diamonds formation. But although I'm content with how we're playing right now, and I don't think we need to bring on a Bruno Fernandes. As long as we can keep this 1-0 lead, I'm happy. And I'm happy with how we've played so far. I think Paul Pogba's looked better than ever today. He's got Nemanja Matic and Fred who will do the running for him. Paul Pogba can be Paul Pogba. He can get on the ball, be expressive, surge forward, and start attacks and hopefully score some goals. Obviously, he create the first goal, and in the second half, I feel like he could create more. But we do need to start keeping hold of this ball because RB Leipzig have had it majoritively all their own way. Uber Eats. We love Uber Eats. This second I can't start quick enough. Come on. Um. Uh, do get involved in the live chat. Let's get something going for this first half. This second half commences. Here's the goal again. Paul Pogba surging through, and lovely ball to Mason Greenwood. He strikes home. Um, one thing I do really like and love is that I guess friendship you'd say between Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Michael Carrick. All right, here comes Manchester United for the second half. Yeah, just Mason Greenwood obviously dedicated his goal to the Manchester City academy player that obviously unfortunately took his own life after he got released from Manchester City at the age of 17. Obviously, very devastating story to hear. My thoughts are with his family, and it's really nice to see from Mason Greenwood using his platform and his moment really of scoring a goal. That's your moment to celebrate and be expressive. He used that to dedicate that moment to someone who felt so low that they had to unfortunately take their own life, which I think you have to respect Mason Greenwood for. Come on, let's get the stream back up. Not the stream, the app, but it's I don't know. Kick off any minute now. And away we go. Alright, Pogba fouled by Benjamin Henry, and it will be a Manchester United free kick here out on this left hand side, and he does go into the book. Good turn from Pogba, and Henriks is all over Paul. And it's good, well won free kick there from Paul Pogba. Uh, I'm very self conscious about this volume. If it's just going to break again. Luke Shaw. He went into Van der Beek. Paul from Maguire leaves this hospital pass from Maguire. But somehow Man United win a throw in. Shaw throws it into Nemanja Matic, but it's a really poor throw from Luke Shaw, and RB Leipzig can now break. Poor from Aaron Wamsaku, dives in there. No, sorry, that was Fred. I'm watching this on BT Sports app, and the connection just keeps like going to absolute shit. And it's so pixelated right now. It's hard to actually tell who's doing what. I saw someone diving slide challenge, so I thought it must be Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But here's Yusuf Poulsen. It's an awful shot from Yusuf Poulsen. Maguire won it. Good pass from Aaron Wan-Bissaka to find Fred. He goes into Donny van der Beek. He goes out to Martial, but it's really poor ball from Donny van der Beek. And I mean, let's be fair. That's Paul Pogba. We're going in for him. Same if it's Bruno. So we have to do the same for Donny van der Beek. It was really poor ball. Donny, good ball from Fred. I don't know if I don't know if Pogba's carrying an injury. I know he runs a bit weird anyway. Like just his running style's a bit peculiar. Brilliant from Luke Shaw there, but yeah, he looks a bit knackered. And if Pogba is knackered, then obviously it would make sense why he's been on the bench recently. But then should he still be playing in this game? He's played very well, and I think we'll see if he comes off in the 60th minute or so. That would probably leads me to believe that he probably isn't 100% fit. He's played today because we need someone to play, and we need a player of his quality to play. Pogba does really well though. Won the ball, lovely flick into Martial, and he wins. Wait, what? It was Upamecano knocks the ball out of play, and somehow he gets given the throw in. Refereeing linesmen have been an absolute disgrace today. They've been awful. Constantly giving things to RB Leipzig today. Lindelof, a lovely ball out to Mason Greenwood now. Greenwood cuts in and finds Victor Lindelof. Maguire. Ball into Paul Pogba. Into Lindelof. Lindelof. Fred finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Donny van der Beek. Van der Beek into Lindelof. And this is better in the second half. We're just keeping the ball a lot better. And we're making our RB Leipzig run instead of them making us run, which is a lot better and a lot better to see. Here is Wan-Bissaka. No, Lindelof, who goes into Fred, who then goes to Wan-Bissaka, who finds Donny van der Beek, who then looks for the ball, return to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and who finds it. Wan-Bissaka now 1v1 with Upamecano, who wins the ball really well. And Upamecano now sprinting forward, and Shaw does really well, and Pogba did well to pressure him and force the issue with Upamecano, and made him force him into a mistake. Brilliant ball from Paul Pogba into Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial puts it back. Donny van der Beek appealing for a penalty. He's saying Konate handballed it. I don't know why Anthony Martial did not shoot, but here is Mason Greenwood. Good shot, good save by Peter Golaski, but Martial should shoot there really for me. And now we will see this. If it was a penalty and was a handball, Anthony Martial there put it across. I mean, it does touch his hand. Does it touch it? It's handball. That has to be a penalty. It's handball. I don't. It's hit his hand. What do you mean? It's his hand. It's literally smacked his hand. It's a penalty. It should be a penalty. I don't care that he hasn't meant to do it. It's hit his hand. It's hit his arm. It's a penalty. Awful. But I mean, Martial, I don't know why he hasn't shot. Is he lacking confidence in front of goal? But yeah, that should be a penalty. Oh. Really disappointed that's handball, but let's see this cross again from Luke Shaw. It's an absolute beauty of a cross. And it's missed everyone. Martial He's not great in the air. The one time he actually did win a header was he put it in his own net. Who's this? Is that Paulson down? Yeah, Paulson's down. Another challenge from Nemanja Matic. Oh, he actually cracked him with the elbow from Nemanja Matic. Is he going to get sent off? No, nothing's given. I mean, yeah, if he got sent off for that, that'd be ludicrous. I mean, yeah. And the referee's just having a word to Match saying, "Keep your elbows down, mate." Because I mean, that could have been another foul. Delta Meccano bringing that up brilliantly. Wan-Bissaka slides in like we often see. Voice of Peter Walton. Honestly, I don't. I think Peter Walton might be the most useless person on BT Sport. He never ever disagrees with with the officials. The only time I like the only to be honest, the only time I've ever really heard him disagree with them is in the Everton Liverpool game, and I think he went that I don't think he agreed with the Pickford not getting a sent off, but actually there was a second time as well. He was like, oh yeah, yeah, he looked just about offside or something like that. When they were looking at the what's it called? Looking at the replay, the referee then gives the decision that he was onside, not off, and then straight after after the decision has been made, he goes, "Sorry, I meant onside. Thought it was onside." No, you fucking didn't, Peter. Peter, you bullshitter. No, you did not. You I just don't understand why he's on the telly. Like he doesn't offer anything because he doesn't disagree with it with the official. So he's a pointless. He's a pointless inclusion there. Murat has equalised for RB like for Juventus in their game. All right, it is a free kick for RB Leipzig. Ball comes in. Shaw doesn't really deal with it, but Matic does. Edge of the box. Ball comes back in. Matic goes for it. Wan-Bissaka goes for it. Now Angelino at the back post. And out for a corner ball. Sevilla have now scored through Luke de Jong. That is brilliant. Headed clear. And can now Man United clear? No, we can't. And it's out for a goal kick. So who do we think is going to win the Champions League this year? I mean, obviously Bayern Munich are the clear favourites to win it, but I think anyone could really win it, couldn't they? Anyone could really win it. Go on, Donny van der Beek. Martial. Good tackle. Donny. I mean, Martial, he's played well. I don't know. He hasn't been his best self today, but I think he's playing well. Took the ball out really well here. Fouled, and Kevin Campbell goes over like a sack of shit. Mate, get up. All right, Luke Shaw to Nemanja Matic. Martial back to Van Shaw. Brilliant. Gone. Anthony Martial. Brilliant tackle from Kanate. Was that a goal kick? Maybe just about. Martial just brilliantly there. Chasing, and Marcus Rashford looked like he's going to come on. Yeah, I mean, I hope this for Mason Greenwood. I don't think you can take Martial off. He hasn't scored, but he's been brilliant today, Martial. He's creating so many chances. He's won so many free kicks. Kept the ball up, and he's been really good. He hasn't got the goal that he's played today. Paul Pogba now, volley wide. Poor effort really there from Paul Pogba. Scott McTominay's coming on. Why is McTominay coming on? That must be for Paul Pogba. I think we're going to go 4-2-3-1. We're probably going to take Matic off. Which, I mean, he's on booking, so maybe that's worth it. And he's close. I think he's close. Next foul, he probably gets a red. So probably best to try and take Nemanja Matic off. But by the looks of it, we'll put Greenwood out on the right, and we'll take Donny off for Paul. Donny will go off. McTominay will go in midfield with Fred. Pogba will play Cam. Greenwood will go right wing. Rashford will go left wing. Martial will play as the number 9. I think we'd be disappointed if we change the system. I think like the diamond has worked really well. Well, one here from Manchester United. Here is Mason Greenwood. Greenwood into Luke Shaw. Shaw slots it down to Anthony Martial on this left-hand side. Martial does really well. Anthony Martial finds Donny van der Beek, who goes down. I would like to see Martial have a shot there. That's sort of his area where he would normally get a shot in. Hausenberger's gone down. He's holding his foot. But this is, look, this is why RB Leipzig. Uh, they've not, now they've knocked it out. But Hausenberg is stayed down. So let's see this. Donny van de Beek he slips into it. Who's coming on and off? So McTominay and Rashford is coming on. Who's coming off for him though? It's Nemanja Matic off. Sabitza's on for RB Leipzig for Henriques. And Greenwood's off for Rashford, so we might be continuing this diamond. And it looked like McTominay will just slot in to the defensive midfield position. I hope we are keeping this diamond because I think it has worked quite well today, and I think we've looked quite good in it. And I feel like this is a system that we could use going forward. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Fred has dropped into the defensive midfield position, and it will be McTominay to play a box to box like Fred has played all game, which is going to be very interesting to see how that works. To me, I don't think Fred is a lone defensive midfielder, but we'll see. Maguire, Lindelof into Wan-Bissaka. That's really poor from Wan-Bissaka, really, there. Fred wins the ball really well. But here's Marcel Sabitzer. Fred takes down Sabitzer now and gives away a free kick. Fred, two really poor challenges there, really. Especially the second one from Fred. And it's a free kick here, about halfway between the halfway line and the penalty box. And we'll be... Forsberg standing over it. He goes short into Nkunku, who goes into Sabitzer, who puts the ball in. Maguire heads away well. Here's Angelino. Angelino puts the ball into the box. Sabitzer headers. And Pumacano. What a save, David De Gea. Brilliant from David De Gea. From very close range. David De Gea. What a save. Denied Konate. Paulson wins it. And from absolutely nowhere, David De Gea has saved from. It's a brilliant save. Brilliant save from David De Gea. They've slowed it down, and that's like normal time. Brilliant from David De Gea. And here's Alexander Snorloff coming on for RB Leipzig, obviously the former Crystal Palace player. Ball comes in. Headed it clear from Lindelof. And here's Haustenberg. Yusuf Poulsen puts the ball in. Really poor ball in from Poulsen. It goes out for a corner, or for a goal kick, sorry. And I'm gobsmacked by that incredible save from David De Gea. What a save that was. I mean, in slow-mo, it looks like a good save as it is. And it looks like it's a normal speed. That's how quickly the ball and how close Konate was to David De Gea. And David De Gea has just instinctively made that save. It was brilliant. Obviously, Alexander Snorf, like I say, used to play for Palace, but had a fantastic year out for Trabzonspor in Turkey last season on loan from Palace, and RB Leipzig snapped him up. And this could be another one of them clever transfers RB Leipzig are so good at. Oh, poor from McTominay, giving away a free kick there so poorly. Here comes Bruno Fernandes. Bruno. Who's going to come on? Must be for Donny. Well, I mean, Donny Donny hasn't played as well as Paul Pogba, but Pogba looks tired. So if Pogba is tired, then it should be obviously Pogba. But if it's not, I would say Donny van de Beek comes off. Snorloff, good block from Harry Maguire, and it is offside. And here comes Bruno Fernandes, and who's coming off for him? It's number 34, and it's Donny van de Beek coming off for Bruno Fernandes. I mean, this leads me to believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does think it's either one or the other. It's Bruno Fernandes or Donny van de Beek, rather than they can play together. Please do like and subscribe if you are watching. It is greatly appreciated that you're just here. So anything more than that is absolutely amazing, and like I say, very greatly appreciated. All right, Wan-Bissaka, good interception here, and here's Upamecano, Emil Forsberg, got Martial pushes Forsberg to the ground really, but play is continued. Here is Marcel Sabitzer for RB Leipzig, goes into Kanate, into Dale Upamecano, who goes into Hausenberg, Rashford. Go on, Paul. Brilliant there from Fred. Absolutely amazing today. Probably be man of the match for me. Fred inside to Scott McTominay. McTominay has to find Marcus Rashford now, and does. And Rashford wins a free kick. Really well from Marcus Rashford. And it will be Bruno Fernandes will most likely take this free kick for Manchester United. Marcus Rashford there, brilliant. It was quite a poor ball in from Marcus Rashford, well, from Tony to Rashford. I don't think he should have went to feet. He should be going into space for him to run onto, but he does take it down, beats Hausenberg with his quick feet, and he just takes him down. Bruno Fernandes is the one taking charge of this position and this situation. I hope it is he who takes the free kick. Rashford has walked away from it, so it will be Fred and Bruno standing over it. I do think it will be Bruno Fernandes who will take it. Right, Fred and Bruno now both standing over it. Bruno Fernandes, lovely ball over the top to Martial. Oh, that was absolutely brilliant from Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes with a lovely chip, and Anthony Martial, I don't know if he just missed the ball or what, but it was a fantastic ball, and Martial probably should do better. Luke Shaw puts it into the back post for Bruno Fernandes, and Angelino can clear. That was very lucky for RB Leipzig not to concede there. Lindelof finds Fred. He goes out to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka does well to find Scott McTominay, and he wins a free kick. Well played there from Scott McTominay. And this is what we need. We need McTominay to win them free kicks in that midfield for us. He's just a bit too far away from Anthony Martial to bring it down, or to get some sort of touch on it, or good enough touch. And Bruno with another free kick here from the one that obviously McTominay won. Ball coming in. Pogba flicks it on. Go on, Rashford falls to Marcus Rashford, and it's a free kick to RB Leipzig. The referee has been an absolute disgrace today. He's given RB Leipzig absolutely everything they want. Well, Pogba wins it. He finds Anthony Martial. Martial does well, finds Paul Pogba. Bruno. Well played from Bruno. On Scott McTominay. McTominay to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Lovely ball in. Oh, unlucky from Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the run of Marcus Rashford. And RB Leipzig now look to break and uses the pace of Snorloff, but Lindelof and David De Gea do well. And David De Gea claims the ball and rolls it out to Harry Maguire. And Fernandes has come on and made an instant impact today. He has looked very good today. Let me know in the live chat what you guys think of the game so far. Obviously, as Charlie said earlier, his prediction of 2-0 is still on. And I mean, we've had chances where we could have made it possibly 2. We haven't quite yet, but I feel like if anyone's going to score, it will be Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes now puts it in. Oh, just need a touch there. Pogba really should be there getting a touch. But here's Luke Shaw. Poor ball in. Bruno Fernandes though. Great ball in from Bruno Fernandes. Let's watch this again. Bruno miles onside. Ball comes in. Oh no, it's quite a poor ball actually. Nowhere near Paul Pogba. Oh, it's one of them crosses. It's a fantastic position, but it's nowhere near Paul Pogba. So in that sense, it's quite a poor ball. And here is Patrick Kluivert. Well, Patrick Kluivert's son, I should say. Justin Kluivert coming up. Well, getting ready to come on. Here's Marcelo Haustenberg. He finds Yusuf Poulsen, but poor pass and Pogba wins it. Oh, lovely ball to Marcus Rashford. Here is Marcus Rashford after a lovely ball from Bruno Fernandes. Marcus Rashford makes it 2. Come on. I think it might be offside, but it's a fantastic finish and goal from Marcus Rashford. Like I said, I do think it's offside. He did look like it was offside. And what has the referee given? Let's see if he was. He's in his own half. He's onside. He's in his own half. He must be onside though. Marcus Rashford. He's in his own half. The VAR will look and check on it, but he looks definitely in his own half. Marcus Rashford there. He looks in his own half, and it should hopefully, if VAR does their job properly, should make it Manchester United 2, RB Leipzig 0. And he's definitely in his own half there. He's definitely in his own half there. Marcus Rashford. I'm so confident that he was onside. I'm going to make it 2. So confident. It has to be 2 now. There we go. It's 2-0 Manchester United. It has to be 2-0 Manchester United. Peter Walton, shut up, mate. We don't care about your opinion. It has to be 2-0. That's it. Well, he's not miles onside, is he? He's onside. He's in his own half. It has to be a goal. If it's not 2-0, I'm counting it as 2-0 anyway. Look at that referee. That dickhead. He wants to give it to RB Leipzig. He wants them to win this game. He doesn't want to give the goal. Do you? Look at you wanker. Come on. Has to be a goal. He's in his own half. Has to be a goal. Can't be offside. Come on. How hard is it? We can all see he's in his own half. Come on. Goal given. 2-0. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Marcus Rashford does make it 2. And Julian Nagelsmann sits there in shock about what's happening here. Bruno Fernandes, what did I say? He's making an instant impact. What a ball from Bruno Fernandes. Finds Marcus Rashford. It's a substitute combining. And he is in a fine vein of form. And I would love to see this diamond played in the Premier League. It's worked at absolute perfection today. And I want to see it more. I'd love to see what it would be like with... Oh, Pogba's gone down. Oh, he's landed on his shoulder, on his chest, but it looks like he's alright. But that's brilliant from Manchester United and Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford there. And like I was saying, I love to see this diamond played in the Premier League. I think Bruno Fernandes, instead of Donny van der Beek, has made such a big impact. I think Fred has been absolutely outstanding today. I really do think he's been outstanding To me, probably man of the match. He's been absolutely everywhere. Here is Luke Shaw. It's a decent ball in. Maguire's on the floor and still wins the header. Fred. He goes back into David De Gea. David De Gea just launches it long. And Manchester United are taking command of this group, aren't they? This will put us top of group. What group? Oh, Marcus Rashford. He's got the ball. He's running through a goal. Marcus Rashford must go. And does. Come on. And it's 3-0 Manchester United. What a finish from Marcus Rashford. It's 3-0. Come on. And we're making this look easy now. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant from Marcus Rashford. Let's see this goal again. Oh, and look who it is winning the ball. It's Fred. Absolutely world-class Fred. Fred today. What a goal. Brilliant. Brilliant from Fred. Absolutely brilliant from Fred there. Won the ball brilliantly, yeah? Like he had all game. And that's his second of the game from Marcus Rashford. And look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Come on. Come on. And Jadon Sancho has now scored for Borussia Dortmund. All right, now we just need a Lazio goal. Lazio goal, please. Come on. And it looked like Edison Cavani is going to be coming on. And so, Axel! No! If Axel and Cavani look like they're coming on, with any hope, that will be for... what's his name? I don't know. Do you take Martial? I guess you have to take Martial off. Maguire hits it long. Paul really there from Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes won the ball though. Finds Marcus Rashford. It looks to beat up Dale Upamecano but can't. And Peter Galassi gives it into Dale Upamecano. And who saw this coming? 3-0. Sup pussios. Does this man know how to look at the chat? Yes, I do, mate. Yes, I do. It's not my fault. Manchester United absolute flames, is it? Mate, I look away. I'm going to miss another goal. Marcus Rashford is on absolute fire. 3 in 2 games in the Champions League. Took your time, big pansy. Oh, well then. Cheers, mate. But what do you think of this performance so far from Manchester United? If you're watching it, obviously we're winning 3-0. We're coming into this run. Also, your stream says the 35th minute. Well, yeah, I can't start from 45, so it's 35 minutes of the second half. What do you want me to do? I can't start a timer from 45 minutes. So we've got 10 minutes left of this second half. So it's Axel Tuanzebe for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad about that. Wan-Bissaka has been really good today, and Tuanzebe can play right back, and just give him a bit of time off or time out. Who's coming on? Wait, what's happening now? It's Edison Cavani coming on for Paul Pogba. What? What are we gonna see here? What? So, we must have gone to the 4-2-3-1. Yes, we have. And Rashford's gone out to the right, Martial onto the left, and Cavani up top. And obviously, like I say, Tuanzebe at right back. Alright, here's Maguire. Luke Shaw. Bruno, back to Shaw. Back into Bruno. And it's well blocked. Cracking performance. Stop watching it though. Stop watching it to watch this though, and also don't get too defensive about it. When I can't cry, can't start at 45 minutes. Well, mate, I mean, I can't. I mean, if I could, I would, honestly. But if I have to start beefing you, start crying, I'm gonna start crying. All right, here's Martial on this left hand side. Finds Edison Cavani. Scott McTominay wins it. Bruno Fernandes into Martial. Looks for Bruno Fernandes again, but just behind him. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is getting greedy. Here is Angelino, who's offside. And I mean, I appreciate you turning off the actual game to watch this mug. Watch it. I think it's mental idea, but I appreciate it. But here is Scott McTominay. He goes out to Axel Tuanzebe here at right back. All right, Lindelof. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. For the lads in it. Well in, my son. Well in, my son. All right, Shaw into Lindelof. He goes infield to Martial. He flicks it out right at Edison Cavani. Finds Marcus Rashford. Martial's made a fantastic run inside and Rashford just hasn't found him. But Rashford. Oh, brilliant for Marcus Rashford. Rashford. Oh, come on, Marcus. That's really poor from Rashford. All things considered. He's gone for the worldie. You know, mate, again, I appreciate it. But here, Marcus Rashford's absolutely sold about 3 RB Leipzig plays, but he has to play Martial there for me. Martial made a fantastic run beforehand. And, I mean, I think if that's Martial, he picks out Rashford and we score there. I think that's why I prefer Martial over Marcus Rashford as a player and just personally. But I think both have been absolutely fantastic today since coming on. In Rashford's case, since he came on, and Martial all game. And here's an RB Leipzig throw in down this down our left hand side. Anyway, I'm gonna dip. Dolby wants to meet me and busy man and that, so enjoy the stream. Thank you, appreciate it for tuning in. Have fun with Dolby. Right, but anyway, come on. I think this result is huge for Manchester United. We needed a win today, and then we need to beat Besiktas both in both the home and away game, and then that should steal our qualification up. Fred, go on, playing Martial. Martial's in here. Ref. It's a penalty to Manchester United. Marcel Sabitzer has taken out Anthony Martial, and that is annoying. That's annoyed me because Bruno Fernandes will take the penalty and should. Oh, Martial might take it. I think Martial will take it. I've just seen Martial be given the ball in the background, but Marcel Sabitzer has completely taken out. No, he gets nowhere near the ball, Sabitzer, and that should be a penalty to Manchester United, and will be. To make it 4-0. Who's taking it? I hope it's Anthony Martial. I hope he can score it. He deserves it. He deserves a goal today for his performance, and it will be Anthony Martial to take it. Come on, Anthony. To make it Manchester United 4, RB Leipzig 0. Come on, Anthony. Come on. Come on. Anthony Martial. Come on. Scores the penalty! Come on! Anthony Martial makes it Manchester United 4, RB Leipzig 0. And he's absolutely deserved that, Anthony Martial. He's been absolutely brilliant today, Anthony Martial. Been everywhere, won so many free kicks, won the penalty, and has been absolutely fantastic. He won the penalty, obviously, against PSG as well, and didn't get to convert that one. And Martial with a fantastic penalty there. And it was brilliant from Anthony Martial. And win, and if the result was not, it was in doubt, we've now taken it definitely out of doubt. It is now Manchester United 4, RB Leipzig 0. Brilliant from Manchester United today. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, whose throw is it? Oh, it's RB Leipzig throw. I mean, I think Bruno's come on and what? We've scored 3 goals since. You can he's so important to us. This team. Martial giving chase. Brilliant from Martial there. I mean, I don't know who I can give. Oh, Bruno Fernandes now finds Cavani, who does score, but he is offside. That was Cavani did score, but he is off. He's definitely offside. But again, absolutely phenomenal from Anthony Martial and Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, Cavani's miles off by the time Bruno Fernandes plays the part. I mean, it's a great finish from Anderson Cavani. It's a fantastic finish from Cavani, but he is offside. So the score remains only 4. Brilliant from Manchester United. Luke Shaw wins the ball really well there. Fred just... Oh, it was RB Leipzig free kick. And Fred, for me, man of the match has to go to Fred or Anthony Martial, but I think it just about goes to Fred probably. Brilliant play from Manchester United here. Poor from Shaw there. McTominay wins the ball, but it will be pulled back for a free kick. Axel Tuanzebe wins the header. McTominay flicks it on. Here's Marcus Rashford. Go on, Marcus. Harry Maguire. Goes back into Maguire. It is David De Gea goes into Lindelof. Brilliant play from Manchester United. And Derek Upamecano, he hasn't played well today. Oh, sorry, it was Canate who cleared it. Upamecano hasn't looked comfortable today. Just absolutely hoofs it out. And Maguire there just into Fred, into Lindelof. Lindelof into Maguire. There's Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes into Martial. Anthony Martial. Martial running. Cuts in. Finds Marcus Rashford and makes it 5-0. And it's a Marcus Rashford hat-trick. What a performance from coming off the bench. And you can only applaud it. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And look at this. Anthony Martial running and finds Marcus Rashford. He smashes it home. And it's goal number 5. And it's an Anthony Martial hat-trick. That's Anthony Marcus Rashford's first ever professional hat-trick. And what a game it's been. And what I said earlier, Marcus Rashford had the chance to do the exact same thing there as Martial just did. And he tried to go score the wonder goal. Marcus Rashford has just got his hat-trick after what Martial just done was absolutely brilliant. Beat a man, could have went for the goal, but found Marcus Rashford who had the easy finish. 4 goals in 2 games for Marcus Rashford here in the Champions League. Big game player. Here is Fred. Fred does well and just sees it down the line. Look at that. Martial chasing. Cavani chasing. Marcus Rashford now chasing. Marcel Sabitzer. And that is it. Manchester United have beaten RB Leipzig 5 goals to 0. What a performance. Manchester United, we played fantastic today. Let's get the starting lineup up and we'll do the player ratings. Marcus Rashford leaves the game with the match ball, and what a performance it was from Marcus Rashford today, scoring in the 74th, 78th and 90th minute. Martial scoring in the 82nd and Mason Greenwood scoring in 23rd. And let me find out the minute that big man Donny van der Beek came off for the main man Marcus Rashford. Not Marcus Rashford, sorry. Bruno Fernandes came on the pitch in the 68th minute. It took us 6 minutes to score. Him assisting Marcus Rashford. Then Rashford scored again. Then Martial scored. Then Rashford scored. Again, obviously Martial assist. Absolutely world-class performance today from Manchester United. And brilliant from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He did everything to absolute perfection tonight and deserves the credit and the plaudits which he probably won't get, unfortunately. Alright. So do get involved in the live chat and give me your player ratings. And let's go into mine. So first of all, we have David De Gea. He hasn't had much. He didn't have much to do, but he did make 1 or 2 fantastic saves. But that's what we want from David De Gea. We know he's an absolute world-class goalkeeper, and we don't want him to have to do too much. But when he does get called upon, we want him to make these fantastic saves, and that's exactly what he did today from David De Gea. And for me, he's gonna get an 8. Like I say, he made some fantastic saves, but I mean, I don't want my goalkeepers getting 9s and 10s out of 10s all the time, because that means that most likely the defence have had quite a bad game and we've been dominated. But David De Gea has done everything he could do, and I think it was really, really good. So he gets an 8. Wan-Bissaka, he's also going to get an 8. I think he played quite well today. Nothing amazing, but obviously he was part of a very solid defence. I think Angelino didn't cause him much troubles, and he just played very well. Lindelof and Maguire are both going to get 7s. I don't think they were anything special, but I think they played very well. I mean, they both could get 8s. This whole team could probably get an 8, really, apart from 1 or 2. So then both are going to get 7s. Luke Shaw is also going to get an 8, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think he was up and down that wing. It was going to be a difficult game for him up against Henriques, and he dealt with it. I thought Danny Olmo didn't cause much of a trouble either. He put some world-class balls in and was unlucky not to get an assist. Wan-Bissaka, I think it shows how good we were in the second half when Marcel Sabitzer came on, and I don't think we even saw him really up 1v1 against Wan-Bissaka. And if he was, I can't remember it. So that can only be a good thing for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nemanja Matic, he's going to get a 7. I thought he played well, controlled the game. I thought there was a couple of sloppy passes. Obviously, he did get booked and had to come off because of that booking. Because he was on his last warning, which is the only reason he's been dropped down to a 7 for me. But he was absolutely fantastic. Fred, he's going to get a 10. I don't think Fred put a foot wrong today. Fred was absolutely fantastic for me. Absolutely fantastic. What did he do wrong? He won the ball so many times, and he made this system work. He went into that defensive midfield role, and I thought he was brilliant there. I don't think he could play in that defensive midfield spot on his own, and today was a big indication that he probably can. Would I still play him there? Probably not, especially against PSG, Chelsea, and Manchester City. But today he was absolutely fantastic. Paul Pogba, for me, is going to get an 8 as well. We're going to get a lot of 8s today. He played very well. Got obviously the assist for the first goal, which was Mason Greenwood. He was all over the pitch, and he caused danger after danger and attack after attack for Manchester United. And he looked happy. He looked like he wanted to be playing, and he looked like he was in a team that was best for him. And we'll get on to this later when I come to Solskjaer and just the roundup of the game. But I think this diamond really did work, and like I said, I'll talk about it more after when I do all the rest of the plays. But Paul Pogba is going to get an 8. Obviously got the assist, like I said, and just completely outclassed a lot of his outclassed RB Leipzig today, and was really good. Next we have Donny van der Beek, who was probably one of our worst performers today. He's going to get a 6. I don't think it's not the type of performance we're going to come to expect from Donny van der Beek. It was quite a poor one from him. Didn't really get involved in the play much, and I don't think it's a coincidence that when he came off for Bruno Fernandes, we took it up a gear. Like I said, I don't think that was a coincidence. And as much as I do really like Donny van der Beek, he wasn't good enough on the day, and he's going to get a 6. Mason Greenwood is going to get a 7. He's going to get a 7. Apart from the goal, I don't think he did too much, but I think he played well. Like I say, he did score the goal, and it's a fantastic finish from Mason Greenwood. And I was happy with his performance. I think when he did come off, he was the right time to come off for Marcus Rashford. Obviously, we'll get to Rashford in a minute, but I thought he played well, and ultimately did deserve his goal. But he didn't play as well as this man, Anthony Martial, who I am going to give a 9. Anthony Martial today was absolutely fantastic. He won. He brought the ball down from attack. He pressed all game. Obviously, he got his goal eventually from the penalty spot. From a penalty, he won. He wasn't greedy. Sometimes he should have been greedy, and he missed a couple of chances or squandered a few chances by not taking a shot, which is why ultimately I'm giving him a 9, not a 10. There's a couple of chances where he probably should shoot where he's looked to pass it. There was the one where he tried to pass it, I think it was Donny van der Beek. But obviously, and then that was the moment where Konate did handball it, or it did hit Konate's hand, but obviously it wasn't given as a penalty. Obviously, but yeah, he was hard working. He ran all across the pitch. He won free kick after free kick. Obviously, won a penalty and was absolutely fantastic. So he's getting a 9. Onto the bench, Axel Tuanzebe, he's just going to get a 6. He had absolutely nothing to do, so he gets an average 6. McTominay as well gets a 6. Wasn't bad, but wasn't great. Just no real opinion from him. Bruno Fernandes, he's going to get a 9. Absolutely brilliant from Bruno Fernandes when he came on. As I said earlier, he came on, the game changed, and we decided to open up RB Leipzig so much more. It was just that I don't know if Juan Mata came on, would it have been the same? Not quite. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes was just brilliant. Bruno Fernandes was Bruno Fernandes. He was absolutely just outstanding, a class above the rest when it comes to players in our recent history in that attacking midfield role. He was absolutely world class today, Bruno Fernandes, and deserves that 9 wholeheartedly. Edinson Cavani, he's going to get 7. Again, didn't do much, weren't bad, and deserves 7. And Marcus Rashford, for the time he was on the pitch, you have to give him a 10, don't you? What, he was on the pitch not about half hour, not even that. Scored a hat trick. That's outstanding from Marcus Rashford. And look, was he the best player on the day? No, he wasn't. Was he second best? I wouldn't say he was. I would say not Bruno Fernandes. Anthony Martial was better than him on the day. But that's because their performances were over 90 minutes, while Marcus Rashford's was in like 25. And if Marcus Rashford did play the full 90 and put in the performance he did, he probably would get a 10. But because he did only get 25 minutes and he gets a 10, but he won man of the match. And so I believe that's it. That's it. And obviously my man of the match today is going to be this man, Fred. Absolutely brilliant today. Never stopped running from minute 1 and was absolutely outstanding for us. Won ball after ball, tackle after tackle. He got us up the pitch, and I think he's absolutely crucial. He's a massive, massive cog in this diamond formation if we're going to continue to play this over the course of the season. And I think we should. It was a test today to see if it would work with Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford up top, and it did. It worked brilliantly. And I think this is a system that we could very easily take forward, and it allows us to fit in Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Alex Telles will make the system even better. Donny van der Beek could probably play in instead of Nemanja Matic, and Fred could probably play that defensive midfield role like he did today when Matic came off, which he did to superb effect. And yeah, he was brilliant. So like I say, Fred is our man of the match. And I haven't rated Ollie. I am actually going to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm going to give him a 10 actually as well. No, actually no. Yeah, I'll give him a 10. I think you got it probably spot on. A lot of people have been asking for the diamond, and that's what we got. So we got the diamond, and he picked the right starting lineup for me actually. I would have liked to see Axel Tuanzebe be there, and that's probably my only criticism, that we didn't see Tuanzebe. But Lindelof and Maguire played well together. Fred continues to be absolutely massive. I and a lot of other people said, let's drop Fred, play Donny van der Beek, play Nemanja Matic, play Bruno Fernandes, all in that midfield 4. And he didn't. He played Fred, and he was outstanding again today, Fred. And I keep going on about it, but it was a big call to start Fred, and he was magnificent. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves credit for that. Deserves credit for getting us to play so well in this diamond. Picking the lineup, starting Mason Greenwood, resting Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, which he did really well. We needed him rested for a big game against Arsenal. We rested him for the majority of the game. We came on at 1-0 to try and get a couple more goals. Don't think we expected 4 more to go in, but it was his introduction that changed the game. I think it was a shame that we had to bring Nemanja Matic off, but he did need to come off because Nemanja Matic was on a yellow card, and I think McTominay didn't do as well as Matic did, but Fred took that CDM role and it was brilliant there. And they're showing the goals again. This is Bruno Fernandes at his finest. For the second goal, first touch, he turns and just smashes it into the space, and it's right to Marcus Rashford because he's got that football intelligence. He looked up as the balls were coming to him, saw Marcus Rashford making them run, saw the space in behind, and thought, let's smack it in there. Marcus Rashford is a fantastic player and scores. My only criticism of the game is really maybe some of our crosses today weren't great. I can't really criticise as much. We were absolutely outstanding today. I said at half time we need to try and keep the ball a bit more, and we did that. This is the second goal from Marcus Rashford, brilliant. And again, it was Fred winning the ball, and we're going forward with the ball, and yeah, like coming into this game, what were we saying? What was it that RB Leipzig has conceded? What, 2 goals? Or it's like 1 goal all season, 3 in the last 10 or something like that. And then what we done? We've come here and we've put 5 past them, and we spoke about how, well, in the match preview, how Manchester United are fairly poor against a high pressing team like we saw against Southampton. We weren't that today, really. We struggled a bit in the first half. Second half, we came out, and we were better against it, and we were the better team by far in the second half. When it comes to going forward, we were brilliant, especially like I said in the second half, and we deserved to win the game, and that is so important. We deserved to win. I don't, obviously, a sign of champions to me, and I said it about Tottenham against that is absolutely brilliant to see. That I love to see that. Everyone laughing, saying, Anthony Martial, you're taking that penalty. That's brilliant. But like I was saying, I don't like, obviously, you take a win when you win. When you're playing bad and you win a game, that's a sign of a winning team and a sign of champions. I said it about Tottenham when they beat Burnley, what was it, Monday? They didn't play well, but they won the game, and that's a sign of champions. And I don't like it when Man United win the game but play badly. Obviously, like I say, it is a sign of champions, whatever. But I feel like it happens quite a lot and happens too often. And when you play like this, you're going to win a lot of games. Here is Anthony Martial for Marcus Rashford's fifth. And this is what I was saying about Marcus Rashford compared to Martial in these positions. Martial passes there to Rashford, and we get an easy goal, and which made it 5-0 and gave Rashford a hat trick. Rashford, when he was on his hat trick goal, was in the exact same position. And what did Rashford do? He, instead of playing the first time ball to Martial, he tries to beat a man. He then beats. Well, he tries to take someone on. He takes him on, beats one player, beats another, and so then play Martial again, and then we can get the goal. What did he try and do? He tries and beats another man, and that's my only criticism really of Marcus Rashford. Sometimes he's either sometimes too greedy, or when he's not greedy, that final ball is sometimes a bit poor. But I mean, when you put 5 past and when you come on, what were like 20 minutes ago, and you score a hat trick, you can't really criticise that, can you? So fantastic for Manchester United. And now we go on to Arsenal, I believe it is. It's going to be a difficult game. Mikel Arteta's men, they're not playing amazingly right now, but obviously they beat us last time we met. I believe that was that the 2-0? And we are going to have to push on. We're going to have to improve against them. But if we play like this, I think we'll win that game. See, Arsenal do play in the Europa League against who is it? Some Irish team. So we can win. We can beat them. We definitely can beat them. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all did enjoy. Make sure you hit that like button below if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy, and I'll see you next time.